My name is Ravi Kumar sir, and I am proud to say I am your ally. And I would like to ask just two simple questions. There is a lot of emotional content in our support to Samskriti and also Sanskrit, our tradition. And there is also an admixture of intellectual support. And I want to ask you, should it be a combination of both or just intellectual support?
Very good question. I have coined a term, I have two terms. Already existed term intellectual kshatriya, and I'm doing workshops. On 19th we have a workshop for intellectual kshatriya, and I'm also coining the term emotional kshatriya. Emotional kshatriya is somebody who thinks he's intellectual but actually he's just bombastic. बम्बास्टिक है, उसकी बदनामी की, उसको इंसल्ट किया, उसके मुंह पर पेंट लगा दिया, उसको थ्रो स्टोन एट हिम, थ्रेटन कर दिया. आई डोंट थिंक दिस पर्टिकुलर बैटल will benefit with emotional outbursts. We will get a bad name, and the people we need on our side as intellectuals will walk away. You see, India में 25% लोग हैं जो solid वैदिक हिंदू धर्म के में जमे हुए हैं. The rest is all people who vote this way, that way, but they're not solid in it. 25% are really solid Hindu dharmic practitioners, adhyatmic insiders. They will fight, they will invest, this is their life. 25% are totally anti-Hindu. Left ho gaya, ye wo ho gaya. Middle 50% are confused. Middle 50% is my market. That is my target. I'm not trying to convince the 25% who are already convinced. Unko, like people here, they get more ideas from me, and it makes them more, make them better to argue and debate. But they are already on our side. I'd like to upgrade them, that is good. The 25% who are against us, I am wasting my time if I don't want to bother. Except to debate with them and show our people how to debate with them. That I do. Not to change their mind, but to show how I can debate with them. My real target is middle 50%. अब जो middle 50% के लोग हैं, when our 25% solid Hindus become emotional, these middle 50% get turned off. To win them over, we have to use logic. We have to be intelligent. So emotional, out of control, anger, वो ठीक नहीं है. But emotion can be a very positive thing when you channel it like bhakti में. Emotion, bhakti is also emotion. But bhakti is a very positive use of emotion. So those who are emotionally inclined, who can't read, understand intellectual discourse, they can do so many things. They can organize events, they can do, we need to get some funding because the Sanskrit University yesterday told me they're going to organize some top scholars to read this book and help me develop more answers. But they said we need funding. अब मैं कहाँ से funding लाऊं? So there are other things that emotional people can do. They can lobby, they can write petitions, but it has to be done in a wise way, in a self-restrained way. It has to be done. They can do social media support, but they should not have they should not go and abuse, because then हमारी बदनामी भी होती है. That is my suggestion.
The second question is a little mischievous. What? Mischievous. Thing is, like you approached the Sringeri Jagadguru for a small compromise before your book was published. Why did you make any effort to approach Narayan Murthy?
No, I want the book to come out. I want the book to be presented. He should read the book. He's an intelligent man. I respect him. I happen to disagree with their strategy, but I have no disrespect for them or their family. They are good, decent people. They are honest people, very honest people. They have a certain ideological view. Their ideological view is that the future of Sanskrit and Sanskrit studies should be in the safe custody of Americans. I disagree with that. I think unless you are practicing it in your home and in your own soil, और आपकी धरती पे, आपकी भारत में, हमारे यहाँ पर, this is the land जहाँ पर संस्कृति का होम है, यहीं होना चाहिए. The same money, giving one chair here or giving millions of dollars to translate, that same money can produce a lot of benefit here only. They should fund Sanskrit Bharati writing more books. They should fund more schools. They should fund that. Rather than funding somebody जो हमारी चोरी करके they will call it their knowledge इंग्लिश में उनके ऑथर लिख के ले जाएंगे, rather than funding them to take our knowledge and feeling very proud कि देखो हमारी knowledge कहाँ चली जाएगी. हाँ, it's like saying कि हम आपके घर चोरी कर रहे हैं, but you should be very very proud कि जब हम अपने घर में जब आपकी पेंटिंग लगाएंगे, आपका जो हीरे वेरे लगाएंगे, हाँ, we will say कि देखो इनके घर से आए थे. हाँ, that is a foolish thing for us to accept. So I want to be very straight with them that they have not even appointed a traditional Vedic, traditional Sanskrit panel of reviewers to review every translation, make sure it complies with the traditional view. At least they should say, no book will be published without review of our own traditional people. They should say that. Anyone who does software knows what is meant by software review. हम भी software लिखते थे, then another team of software reviews it. And there are some corporate standards it has to live. You have to check it. So some standards for translation should be established by the tradition. Certain words will not be translated. They can't be translated. The ones which are translated should be translated correctly. How to interpret certain things. What assumptions about chronology and history. All these are very serious things. पहली पुस्तक को translate करने के पहले इस पर बहस होनी चाहिए थी. They should have spent the first $1 million or whatever they are spending, the first bunch of money on lot of discussion and debate कि ये translation के किस विचार से translation होगी. फिर शुरू करते हैं. उन्होंने ये bypass कर दिया, सिर्फ उनको पैसा दे दिया. That I think is wrong.